Hi guys, today we are going to be looking at the Wheel of Life. And as you can imagine, when most people join a gym or they decide to get fit and healthy, it's the majority of people are after a physical goal, a physical sort of transformation. They want to lose weight, they want to lose inches, they want to transform their health, their body, whatever it might be. Um, but 9 times out of 10, what oftentimes prevents most people from achieving their goal is that they don't have a very good balance within their sort of lifestyle. So they've not got good control over all the other aspects of their life that they also need to manage. So when people start missing gym sessions or they um, uh, start messing up with their food and they're not following the plan properly, it's oftentimes because something is out of balance in their lifestyle that's making it difficult for them to follow the original plan. And I'm all for being flexible. Obviously, it's important that we are flexible with our approach. So at times, sometimes people might need to drop their exercise slightly down. They might need to alter their nutrition and their diet, which is obviously absolutely fine. But I think for most people, especially if you're not getting consistent results with your weight loss or your body transformation or your health and fitness, then oftentimes it's because the balance is way out of control. So what I wanted to do was show you this questionnaire, and there's many different forms of this questionnaire. I've got about 3 or 4 different versions, which I'm happy to send out to any of the members that want to sort of go through this and identify where they're currently at and what their sort of areas that they need to work on are. Um, so what I'm going to do is just briefly talk you through the Wheel of Life, and then I'll quickly go through the questionnaire section. And as I say, if anyone wants to email me and get a copy of this, I can send it over to you. You can have a look at it. You can identify where your sort of weaknesses are, and then we can meet up and look at strategies for pulling that back into balance. So, as you can see, there's the physical side of things. So, generally, most people that come to me are expecting to focus on the physical side of things, their physical goals, as I say, body fat transformation, weight loss, that sort of stuff. Then you've got the financial side of things. You've got business or career goals and plan. You've got your lifestyle, which is obviously things like, are you eating regularly? Are you getting enough sleep? Stress levels? Are you able to spend enough time with the kids? That sort of stuff. You've got the mental side of things. So generally, again, are your stress levels well within control? Do you find that you're constantly feeling stressed out and agitated? That side of things. Spiritual. Some people aren't particularly interested in that side of things, but again, it's on there because for some people it is an important part of their life, and if they feel like they're not getting that connection, then that can cause a lot of stress to them. You've got family or social sort of development. Again, that's a really important part. And then you've also got relationships, and all of these could be broken down into like different subsections. You could break them down even further. We could even add extra categories onto this with other questionnaires I've got actually do break it down into even more detail, but this is a nice basic way of looking at it. And what you would do is you would go through the questionnaire and you'd identify, okay, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are. So on the sheet here, you'd be able to plot where you was in terms of, so you've got how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 markers on there. So obviously if you was to be at a 5, then that would show that your physical sort of goals and desires and needs aren't being massively met. Like for example, if you financial was around a 3, again, them financial targets, goals, desires, they're significantly down on where you see that they actually should be and need to be. Your career as well. This can cause a lot of stress to people. Constantly hear from people saying that they feel like they're in a job that they don't enjoy. They're just sort of seeing it out to retirement. That again can be a very stressful situation for a lot of people. Lifestyle balance. So obviously, there's only so much you can do sometimes. If you've got kids and your sleep patterns are all over the place, then that's something that can still be managed and worked on. But it might be that if your sleep patterns are all over the place, then your nutrition and managing some downtime, some quiet time is going to be a real important aspect there. So again, the questionnaire will help you identify where your lifestyle balance sort of falls on a scale of 1 to 10. Mental wellness. So obviously, really, your mental wellness ties into all of this. If your finances are damaged and your career is out of balance and you're not seeing enough of your family, then obviously, generally, your mental well-being is gonna suffer for that. So they are all sort of interlinked in a way. One will affect the other, um, and obviously relationships is another massive one. If your relationship isn't in good balance, then again that can be cause massive stresses. So as you can see, for most people that come to me that want to achieve a specific physical goal, their potential for achieving that really is down to the balance of all of these other categories. And if someone is sort of like on a 3 on each of these categories, then I know that really their chances of achieving their physical goals are going to be significantly reduced. So it is important that we do understand the relationship between all of these in relation to your physical goals and what you want to achieve. So obviously, with regards to some of these sections, it will be a case of knowing what the problem is, first of all identifying, and that's what this sheet is all about, identifying, bringing it to your attention where your weaknesses are and what needs to be done. And then obviously it can be a case of finding someone who can help you with dealing with that side of your life balance. So we're going to just fly up to the top here of the sheet, and you can see here there is sort of, how many we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 10 different questions there for each category. So you'd answer the questions on relationships and family and get a score from that. You do the same for physical sort of wellness and well-being. You do the same for business or career, and again identify exactly where you are within your career and your business, whether you're happy with that. Identify your financial situation. Are you happy with your finances, and what level of stress are you under with regards to that? Spiritual. As I say, for some people, they might feel a little bit uncomfortable answering questions around the spiritual side of things. If it's not for you, then that's obviously fine. Um, and then you've got mental well-being, lifestyle, again, all sort of answering 10 questions, which then brings you back down to where we started at the wheel of life, and then you would just plot your scores on the chart there, and that'll, as I say, give us an idea If you get in scores sort of, below a 6, then really that shows that that area needs to be looked at for sure. If it's sort of below a 5 and a 4, then it obviously really definitely needs to be addressed and worked on, because, as I say, they're all going to affect your ability to achieve your goal. So if you would like for me to send that questionnaire over to you, just feel free to email me back or speak to me after the classes. Once you've got the questionnaire, you can see where you fall, and we can then meet up once it's all completed and talk about some different ways of managing certain aspects like lifestyle and the how we bring things back towards getting that focus back towards the physical goal.